Hello my friends, as you can see my patio needs a lot of love. 2 years ago I put all that flooring, was nice, but I didn't consider the fact that it was not for outdoors. So obviously within a year the sun and the wind and the rain completely destroyed it. At that point, due to the pandemic and so forth, I just wasn't able to do it, but now I just cannot continue looking at that, so I decided to become a little bit more creative, and I still cannot spend $2,000 to $4,000 just to buy the material to put some fancy flooring. So those panels right there, they're wood panels. They're 6x8. That's precisely what I need for the floor, so I don't need to make too many cuts, and that's what I'm using. Okay, well, I just have removed all the little tiles that I had before, and when I removed it, you can see those patches. What happened is previously I had painted the concrete. I thought that was the easiest and cheapest way to make look the concrete a little better, but the same result. After a couple of years, with the wind, with the rain and the sun, the paint started peeling off. So that's something that it didn't look good, and that's what I decided to put those little tiles. And now you can see the tiles on the where used to be the tiles. But anyway, so I'm gonna clean it up, and then I'm gonna start working on bringing the wood panels so that I can start covering everything up once again. Alright, it's been a lot of work. I was able to move the wood panel, the first one, as you can see it right there. It's an 8x6, so I'm gonna need just 4, and I'm gonna be putting those 3x4s support underneath the wood panel so that it can be sufficient for furniture and people. So in fact I'm gonna need to buy some more so that I can put more of those ones and have better support. At one point I thought I will put some of the flooring that I had before underneath, but no, it's better the 2x3s. So I will give you another update as I move along. Alright, I just brought the other panel as well. They are very, very heavy to me. I'm sure for others might be a breeze to handle them, but for me it's been very, very heavy. And when I brought them in here, well, I realized I have to cut the entrance and the pole here, and whenever I bring the other one I will have to also cut that section. And I don't have a jigsaw, so I just ordered it. I should have it by tomorrow. So even though I wanted to finish everything, I mean at least the installing part today, I won't be able to do it until tomorrow. But I brought it in here just because I have to do it anyways. The other one is still standing over there by my wall, and of course that's what is gonna go there. Alright, so I'm gonna take a rest, but I wanted to show you a little bit of footage right on the corner on the top about how I managed to move all the panels from the back wall to the actual patio. It's not a pretty picture, but you get the idea. Bye bye. Okay, after a little bit of rest, I decided to start putting the screws in. Now, I really don't know how to use a drill, but I'm gonna start practicing, and hopefully things are gonna work out good. So I'm gonna screw all the 2x3s to the actual panel so the support can be good, and maybe, just maybe, I can finish that section, and then I'll come back to you and show you some more. Alright, so I went to exchange the screws, and now I got something a little thinner and very good. There we are. Things are start working out. Alright, good morning. I already stained the wood yesterday. There's nothing else that I can do, unfortunately, because I don't have the jigsaw yet. It's gonna come in today. Unfortunately, I wanted to really use time. But it's nothing I'm gonna be doing until I make the cuts, and then I continue with the process. Alright, now I want to buy some more blades because the one the jigsaw came with broke, and I also needed more 2x3s so that I can have enough support. Okay, so now I put the third one yesterday evening. It was a big problem for me because I don't know how to cut, so I had to cut around this, and I just couldn't do it. The blade was breaking. I probably should have done it before I actually put it in, because I had already put this one here and I couldn't maneuver, so I had to take the pickets from this side so that I could actually maneuver a little better. And then I bought one 4-inch. This one is a 4-inch, and so because they couldn't cut long ways, an inch of one of the other ones. The other ones are 6 inches, I believe, and I'm glad they didn't cut it 1 inch, because if they had, then it would have fit anyways. Sometimes, the wood is uneven. See, the pickets are not necessarily put exactly at the same level, so obviously some, like on this ones, are touching the other section, but these ones are not touching that section. Now I could take them off and put them right, but the whole purpose of this project is for me to work the least. That's where I work the panels. Otherwise I would have bought the numbered, just and make the frame and just screw everything in, but that's not what I wanted to do. So now this one, on the other hand, is now too big. And it's funny because really the measurements, if they are 8, if they're 6, and they're 4, that's 24, which is what I have. But as I said, everything is not even. So now I'm gonna have to cut all this down there, so when I move this one this way, then to my right, then it can fit. And of course I have that other post that these posts are for support for the roof, so that's also wood. So all the houses here are wood. So anyway, but that makes it easier for somebody like me that knows nothing than to kind of work things around. But I'm gonna be cutting that section, and then I'll come back because I'm still afraid of the jigsaw and everything that cuts. I have my knee protectors now because honestly, my knee, the one I fractured before, it really was painful. I have bruises all over my body. I don't know if it can be seen, but because I was holding these panels, and I'm doing this by myself. So they helped me to bring them into the house, to the backyard. But after that, I've been working on by myself. And somebody asked me yesterday, how much is it worth to you have somebody to come and finish it up for you? And I thought, you know what, I cannot put a price on that, because to me doing this project is knowing that I can do it myself, that I can manage to do such a thing, is priceless. I wouldn't have the money in the world for somebody to come and do it for me. So that's when I realized, I don't know how am I going to do this, but I have to do it myself. Okay, a little update. I was able to start cutting down all of this. Since I never cut wood before, I didn't realize that you need to have support at the bottom. Well, that I guess my sense told me you need support. I hope and pray that everything will work out. Alright, now I finished finally cutting that section that I needed. I'm trying to now align these ones so I can put everything in its place. So today it has to be finished, this project. So we know there are different reasons. I mean, I had to wait for my jigsaw that was cheaper. If I had bought it at the store, it was like much more expensive. At one point I thought it had been a mistake buying it cheaper through Amazon because I wasn't able to cut, but it's because I needed weight at the top, weight at the bottom, make sure that whatever I'm actually sewing is not moving. I mean, but it's done. When you lose being afraid of something, you can do so much more. It is amazing. It is amazing. Okay, this is practically done. I stained this section, but I haven't stained this one just yet. But I already screwed everything in, so it's not perfect, but it's what I can do on my very own. All right, it is done. I still need to give it another coat of sealant. I was gonna start getting the furniture out, but I have details like that. But there's it. That's the final work. Nothing else. So I'm pretty proud that I stick with it and I finished. I learned. Alright, hello. This time I want to show you what I'm doing. I decided to put some hinges right here to cover the 2x3s that are underneath, just like that. I don't like to see that. Now, usually in a regular deck you should put a frame, but since I didn't want to do that because I didn't want to cut that much wood, and as you can see, it's a little bit over the concrete that I already have, so I decided to get at those pickets, and I don't want them touching the ground because obviously it's wood, so it's going to with the rain, with everything, it's gonna rot them faster if I do. So I bought the thinner ones, and since I'm afraid that sometimes in the winter time you can get mice or something, I want to make sure that I can look underneath and see if everything is okay. Hola, por fin creí que este día no llegaría. Ya terminé de decorar, de decorar mi patio. Así quedó. No sé cómo lo vean ustedes. Este es un lado. Tuve que esperar hasta que me llegara la alfombrita. Well, I had to wait until I got the rug, and I just got it, so I was able to bring out all my furniture. And on this side I have that little table. I like to, because I have the birds come and eat, so I just need to pick up all that wood, obviously. But I think that this is it. This is it. A lot of work. It took me a little longer than I expected because I had to put to cover the 2x3s, but this is it. I'm not very good at this. I actually never ever try to get I think I need a little more. Oh, guess that's it. We'll see how it works. I hope I can do a good job here. Oop. Nope. That just didn't work that way. Oh, what happened? Oh, I know what happened. See, I'm telling you, I don't know how to use drills. So that's what it was.